Now, they say your emergency fund should be 6 times more than your monthly expense. For y'all, I'm gonna give it 3. All right, can we just do 3? We rolling? Is we rolling? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Ease your thumbs down on your phone, comment, share it, like it, why don't you? So in today's video, what we're gonna talk about is saving on a low budget income. Okay, that's saving on a low budget income. So a lot of us might say to ourselves, you know, oh, I can't save. It's difficult to do this. It's difficult to do that. Always remember, it's just a mindset. That's it. It's just a mindset, nothing else. In psychology, what they call it is mental accounting. And that's basically just categorizing your money instead of actually writing it down. So at times it's easier for you to visually see things. And that's basically what the mental accounting is. So first things first is grabbing a spreadsheet, right? I feel like we all should have spreadsheets. There's no reason why we don't have spreadsheets, right? And then go into your banking app or go to the actual bank and receive a bank statement. When's the last time you actually went to the bank and received one of your statements or even your 90-day statements? Okay? And what we want to do is look at a budget foundation. We need to look into our budget foundation. So there's 4 key main factors within a budget foundation. That's 4. So the first one is your rent, okay? Your household. How much are you spending on a day-to-day within your household? And just manage it. Second is your food. Where are you buying your food at? How are you managing your money when it comes to eating? How are you eating? Third is your utility bills. Is there any way within your utility bills that you can manage and subtract certain ones? It could be as simple as when the lights is on, when you don't need it, unplug it. That's a very simple key factor in order to actually save. So let's get that spreadsheet, write everything down, and just figure out where you can minimize certain expenses. And fourth but not least is your transportation. Now, transportation is key because a lot of us choose to live above our means. All right? I'm a 90s baby. I live as if I'm in the 90s. That's how I'm on it. There's no reason why we should be excessively overseeing our expenses when it comes to our transportation. A lot of us see that new car, we want to go get the new car. The 2023 to 2024, not even realizing that the interest rate on it is damaging your pockets. It's breaking you in half, all right? So just look and see if it truly makes sense to you more than anything. This has nothing to do with nobody else. This is all about you, all right? So AAA says on a year basis, we spend $12,297 on our vehicles. Now that's including gas. When we at the gas station, why are you in there buying Slurpees and hot dogs? There's no reason why we should be buying Slurpees and hot dogs. We should just strictly be buying gas. That's why it's called a gas station. I tend to lose track at times as well, but I come to my realization that, Marcus, this is a gas station. This isn't a bodega. This isn't a market. This is a gas station. You understand? Then you might want to look at that car payment. Are you paying too much on that car payment? Is you worth you having that car? Maybe you want to take the car back to the bank and get you a little hoopty, get you a little ride around. You feel what I'm saying? I remember years ago, maybe about 6-7 years ago, I was in and out of cars. I had the Range Rover. I had a nice black on black Chrysler 300 when they first dropped. And I was saying to myself, I'm living based off of somebody else. But low key, I'm popped. I don't have it. Now I own nothing but Hondas. And you know what I do with them? I rent them out. That's it. I just rent them out. On a weekly, a daily, you got Turo. We'll talk about that on another video. But I just rent them out in order for me to receive a little bit extra income for the stash box.
okay? I found your ball over there.
No, I'm having a bad day.
Well, have you heard of RoboBands?
No, what's that?
It's a motivational wristband.
How does it work?
All you have to do is scan it and it will come up.
The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt. Can I have one?
Yes.
This better work. Hey! I think I like these.
You want a motivational quote daily? Just let your wrist do the talking with RoboBands. Now, just save as if it's a bill. Every month you gotta pay bills, right? So that's how you should be also looking at your savings. You should be looking at your savings as if it's a bill. Maximize it from the top to the bottom, all right? And just ease your savings right underneath that when you have a little bit of extra. You might be out there swindling Johnny Boy. You might be out there swindling Emily for a little bit of extra in your pockets, but is it really worth it when you're spending the money on other things that make absolutely no sense? At times we can't manage what we make, but we can manage what we spend. Do you have the lettuce for that fetish? Do you? All right, so you got to ask yourself that. All right, do I truly have it for what I want to do that makes absolutely no sense? Now, when you got a little bit saved, look into your emergency funds. Do you have the emergency funds to do what needs to be done if all hell breaks loose? All right, it's that simple. Now, they say your emergency fund should be 6 times more than your monthly expense. For y'all, I'm gonna give it 3. All right, can we just do 3? Say you make $1,000 a month. If you make $1,000 a month, do you have $3,000 in your savings? Say you make $5,000 a month. Do you have $15,000 in your savings for that tornado, for that hurricane, for that rainy day? You have to ask yourself that, because if you don't, you could possibly be in trouble. And just figure out, again, how to minimize. Maybe you're living in that condo. Maybe you're living in that, penthouse, that high rise. There's no need for it. As long as you got shelter and something over your head, that's all that matters. And this basically just sums up what the budget foundation is. So when you're done with your budget foundation, your rent, that should be 30%. Okay, your food, your utility, that should be 10%. Your transportation, 10%. All right, that's 50 cents. Anything over, you really shouldn't be going over about 60%. If you feel like you're spending above that, you need to analyze, look at it, maybe look at yourself in the mirror and say, what am I doing wrong? Because there is something that you are doing wrong. So always remember, family, that your time is the most precious thing that you cannot get back. Your time is something that you cannot put your money towards in order to receive more of. Okay? It's called opportunity cost. So the time spent on doing something is time not spent on doing something else. On them weekends while you're not at work, you're not in school, you might be walking your dog, cleaning up around the house, washing your windows. Pick up a side hustle. Pick up a side hustle and pay somebody else to do the chores. You could be making $90 on the weekends, giving somebody else 40, and now you just pocketed 50. Now that 50 that you pocketed, you could be putting towards your expenses to lower your cost. So just utilize your time. Don't overcrowd your brain. Don't overcrowd your memory. You feel what I'm saying? But just utilize your time, okay, in order to succeed a little bit and minimize your budget. Now I got one more jewel for you. One more, all right? And while you at it, just like, comment, subscribe. It don't hurt. It's priceless. It's priceless, all right? Now that next jewel, cash back apps, cash back credit cards. Utilize these cards. Work these cards, okay? When you at the gas station, use a cash back card. You shouldn't be using your cash. You shouldn't be using a regular credit card. Look at these certain companies that you might have credit with and look into a cash back card. You be surprised 3, 4, 5 months down the line, you done spent so much on that card to where you're receiving a check. We all want to receive extra money, right? Now that's another way how you can put this extra money to lower your costs. It's like a bill, okay? Save as if it was a bill. Make it mandatory, why don't you? Even if it's $5 a month. $5 a month adds up. At the end of the year, it's $60. No, it doesn't sound like much, but it helps. All right? It helps to help us move forward. So just always remember, trust the process. Stay motivated. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. And thoughts don't become things, and I'm not winning if we not twinning. Until next time, I'm off this.